Everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Diagnostics and the Silhouette Chronicles. So where are we with this thing? The main thing holding me back from getting it, perfect or drivable, as in all the accessories and stuff and the interior, is the transmission issue. So let's hop in here. Ambient temperature right now is 70 degrees. It's a really nice day. Cold start. And I've been keeping track of how long it takes for this thing to engage every time. So we got a stopwatch. Start up. Let me put in gear. Start the stopwatch. Boom, it engaged. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. I could live with that. So I think in the summer this thing will be pretty much drivable, no issues. You won't have to wait for 2 minutes like on a cold morning. And the more you drive it, I think it shouldn't get any worse with the new fluid in there. I think the seals should, if anything, soften up a little bit and get better. So we're gonna keep chipping away at it here. A couple things to fix. We got the wipers. Well, I put on new wipers, but they stay on all the time, which is annoying. So the other thing, the power window on the driver's side goes down like this. It kind of like falls forward and comes out of its groove. So I want to take the door panel off and fix that up. For the wipers, I already shot the parts cannon at it. Well, I went to Napa and got a new pulse board. And we'll take a look at the wiring diagram and I'll tell you why I think it's the pulse board. Pretty much same exact setup as that Chevy Trailblazer we did a little while back when the wipers stayed on all the time. GM has used that design apparently for a long time. So the symptoms on this thing are, again, when you're somewhere in the delay mode, the washer doesn't work. It used to. The wipers will just keep going. I mean, it's off right now. Just keep going and going and going until you cycle the ignition switch. And then they stay off. You put it to delay, first notch up, they'll just keep going on low speed. High speed, they work. So, I think it's a pulse board. Window, some interior stuff, and I want to charge up the air conditioner. The air conditioner originally was charged with the old school R12 Freon. However, I saw that the little nipples have been converted, so I think this system has been converted to R134. Doesn't hurt. Put a couple cans in, see if it blows cold. Other than that, we'll do a check of the brakes and the ball joints and stuff, but I don't see why this van can't be, daily beater. If I decide to get rid of it, then you guys can, if anyone wants it, just let me know. We'll go from there. Alright, let's fix the front wipers on the Silhouette. First thing I want to do, just look at a wiring diagram. So, 25 amp fuse goes to our switch. And here is the wiper motor and that pulse module. So, pretty straightforward in terms of diagnostics. Our switch right here, there's two control wires: wash, pulse, low, high speed, and then high speed. And high speed works just fine. And this module basically decides where the power is going to go. And there's our windshield washer motor that was working intermittently. I actually just did power and ground check, or powered it up. It spins fine, but this module is not providing power to it. So, anything else interesting here? Basically, we're replacing this piece And the only place that was available was Napa. New pulse board. They stock it. It had it in stock. It was like 20 bucks. So I figured, you know what? You just can't go wrong. Here's what it is. Looks kind of similar. It has just one relay on it and 5-pin connector. There's the 3 terminals, I think, that go to the wiper motor, and then 2 prongs that are kind of flexible. I guess they're contacts. And yeah, this thing is, sure enough, made in China, but you know what? If it works, it works. So let's go pop it in. So you have to take this wiper motor assembly off. It lives way under the cowl. Instructions say undo these 2 bolts to detach the big arm from the motor, and then it's 3 bolts right up there, and this thing should just drop down and we can work on it. So let me do that. Alright, they said 8mm socket, so we're gonna go with an 8mm socket. Alright, so the arm is detached from the motor. And now it's 3 10mm bolts, looks like. And we're gonna try the Milwaukee over here, see if we can reach. There's one. Oh, come on. There's 2. And one more, which is this guy all the way back here. Three. I think labor time is like half an hour, so it shouldn't be too hard. Okay, I think this whole thing slides sideways out of this bracket. Should. Alright, sweet. We got a connector right here. Oh, it's one of those locking thingies that pulls up, and that guy should pull out. You guys probably can't see anything. Nice. That wasn't too bad. Here we are. Let's get that module out of there. One, 2, 3. Easy enough. Put that on the side here. Well, we're nice. Just pry it up. There we go. Whole thing lifts up. I think this might be the original unit. It says Delco products on there. Technology worldwide. Wow. And these tabs are the 2 tabs that contact inside of the motor, and that's like your park switch. Pretty neat. It's coated in this red stuff. So, all right. Let's pop in the new one, see if it works. Alright, we'll just slide her in there. Seems to engage nicely. And the instructions say silicone the whole thing, but it looked dry. There's no corrosion, so we're just gonna let it be. You could put some dielectric grease around there if you really wanted to. Just want to make sure that nothing's in the way. One, two, and three. So we can just plug this thing in without attaching it to the wipers and putting it in its home. Just make sure the washer works. Make sure the motor works, and intermittent speed should stop in the same place. All right, I got it plugged in. It's just floating there. See what happens. See, key on. We just turn to accessory actually. Yes. Motor stopped. Let's try delay. Beautiful. Low speed. High speed. You can hear it. Let's just try delay speed. Sweet. Hey, the Chinese module actually works. Hopefully it'll work for more than a day. Unlike the one in the Trailblazer, remember? The customer brought it, like, they already replaced that. It was bad. So off. Good. And stop. Okay, I like it. Let's pop the wiper linkage back on and make sure the wipers work as designed. Final verification of repair. How do you like the washers on the windshield wipers? It's interesting, it kind of pulses the washer so it doesn't overheat the washer motor or something. Whoa, it's shaking the whole car. Let's check out the back. Nice. Boom, almost instant. Alrighty, let's fix this window and then we can actually go for a cruise.